What's going on? It's DeAndre Bembry, and you're listening to the 3-Point Conversion.
Questions in the room before turning it over to the Zoom room. Start with Chris Kirschner.
Nate, what was your assessment of what went wrong in that first quarter in those first few minutes?
Just they were more physical. They hit us in the mouth, and we just did not recover from that. They were aggressive, 28 points in the paint in the first quarter. It's just, no defense on the ball, no defense off the ball. Weak side help was not there. They were the more physical, more aggressive team from start to finish tonight.
Jeff?
Yeah, Nate, following that up, how do you explain the lack of defense in the middle of the paint?
I can't. What I said to our guys before the game, the team that has been the more aggressive team to start the game has won every game in this series. And this was a very similar game to the game that we played here, where they came out very aggressive after losing their game. We came out aggressive after dropping a game at home, and a very similar game. So, we knew that they were going to come with that sense of urgency tonight. They were going to continue to attack even without Giannis in the lineup. That's just how they play. We knew that they would look to go to Lopez more, and they did. And they just dominated the paint tonight.
Sarah?
Do you feel like Boogie stepped up a little bit tonight with Trae not out there?
Well, it's just, we as a team, a group, didn't play well. And again, it just started at the beginning of the game. Basically, I don't know how many misses they had in that first quarter, but even on the misses, they rebounded the ball. They beat us to the glass. So they just dominated that first quarter with attacking the paint. And, so individually, we as a group did not play well enough tonight.
Chris?
This might be a dumb question, but you talk about the lack of aggression. Is there a way to coach that out of a group to get that, to play out on the floor?
We talked about that before the game. We knew the pivotal game 5, is what we talked about. And they came out and they punched us hard early, and we just never recovered. We played on our heels pretty much really that entire first quarter. We're not the aggressors, and we needed to be that group that was that hit first in this game tonight.
Tim Bontemps?
Nate, obviously you've talked a bunch about both their success in the paint and Brooks in particular. Besides the lack of aggression that you guys would have liked to have seen from your team, what else did the Bucks do to be able to particularly get Brook going in the way that they did?
They played their game. They attacked the paint. If Giannis is in the game, he attacks the paint. Tonight, all of them were attacking the paint. It was Drew. It was Middleton. Lopez post up, seal. They attack the paint. That's their game. They want to play from the inside out, and they force you to, if you don't guard the paint, they will punish you in the paint. And if you are taking away the paint, they kick it out for threes. That's their game. And, our last game in Atlanta was our best game of guarding the paint, only 44 points in the paint. But, all the games before that, I think they had 66, 57, 58 points in the paint. And tonight they finished with 66 points in the paint. So, again, we did not do a good job of defending the ball, and our weak side did not do a good job of coming over and giving help.
Great. Jeff Schultz?
Your team has played some of its best games this year
Was that?
Your team has played some of its best games this year ever, after everybody thought you were dead, whether it's regular season or playoffs. Is that sort of what you have to count on right now?
It is. I mean, basically, it is a must-win game for us. That's what it comes down to. That's what this game means. If you drop it, as we did tonight, and it's a must-win for us. It's a one-game season for us. So we know what we have to do, and we got to get back home and get ourselves ready to take care of business at home.
Sarah?
Did you feel like, I know Clint has that eye thing going on, did you feel like he was limited maybe visually out there at all?
No, our guys, we talked to our guys about injuries before the game, and if they are out there, they're able to go. He didn't say anything about his eye tonight, so I'm assuming that he was okay.
Let's go to Zoom and Zach Klein.
Coach, you mentioned the physicality, the owning of the paint, getting hit in the mouth. You think your guys were just soft tonight?
I said what I said. You can use whatever term you want on that. Our guys, they were a more physical team tonight. They were the more aggressive team tonight. And again, we did not do a good job of guarding the ball, guarding our paint, rebounding the basketball. And, with that punch early, they've really just established their game tonight.
And how do you expect them to respond?
I expect us to respond. It's do or die now.
Steve Hummer.
Yeah, Nate, what will be necessary to get a little bit back of control of the paint in the next game?
Guard. I mean, it's just simple. This is not complicated. I mean, we guarded last game. We got to guard the ball. We have to be the aggressors. That's what this game is all about. We've been able to do that in two of our games, to win. And that's what it comes down to. You got to guard. You got to put the ball in the basket. So it's not. There's no tricks or anything that's needed. You got to be the aggressors. You got to be the team that execute for 48 minutes and do what they did tonight. We've done that before, so we know exactly where we are.
Mark Bradley.
Can't hear you.
Given that Trae Young been questionable for 2 games, but was able to work out before the game tonight, do you feel like he's trending in the right direction to be ready for Game 6?
Well, he felt a little better, but not good enough to play. He will, I'm assuming, still be a game time decision on Saturday.
Thank you.
McLean Baxley.
This is the first time in these playoffs that this team has been down in a series, and and now in an elimination game. How does that change the mindset and the preparation the next 2 days, in practices and in meetings, you go into Game 6?
We're prepared as we've always done. We dropped this game. We weren't good in this game. We'll look at video of the things that they did, the things that we didn't do, and areas we need to improve on, and get ourselves ready for the game. It's win or go home for us now. And so, it really doesn't change much. When you drop a game, you find things that you need or areas that you need to correct and be better. And that's what we'll do tomorrow.
The last 2 will come from Davide and then Leonardo.
Hey, Coach, can you find any positive on this game? Maybe something you can build on going to Game 6?
Not right now. I'll have to look at video and look at this game over and try to find something. But, the start, we knew that this is one of the top teams in the league as far as how they start the first and third quarter. That was part of the game plan, that we needed to get off to good starts against this team at the start of these playoffs. And we didn't again tonight. And they pretty much just dominated that first quarter, 36 points in the quarter, 28 points in the paint. I think they had 7 offensive rebounds. It's just totally getting dominated. And they established what they were going to try to do tonight. And we never really recovered from that.
Final question from Leonardo.
Hi, Coach. It's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Hope you're well. Coach, they scored 66 points in the paint and you had 14 turnovers. Do you think those were the keys of the game tonight?
Okay, I didn't hear the last part.
Yes, those were the keys.
What's that?
Yes, those were the keys of the game, in your opinion.
Oh, yes. That's always a key for us, is to defend the paint and, keep the ball in front, rebound the basketball. Those are always keys to the game for us. And we didn't do a good job, or a job at all tonight of doing that.
Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
We didn't do a good job with that tonight. They definitely got us in the paint. We scored way too much in the paint, and we need to do a better job with that, especially start of the game, first half. They were just, going in and crashing the boards. So they were way better than us in the paint, like you said. And so if we want to win a game, we need to definitely get better with that.
Chris Kirschner.
You were on the bench for obviously the first couple of minutes of the first quarter. What were you seeing out there for the reasons why the Bucks were just attacking you guys?
They were just a more aggressive team, intense energy. We didn't match, their intensity, their energy. And they were just, able to do whatever they wanted. And that's similar to what we did in game 4. And so, we definitely need to start the game better and not let them be the aggressive team.
Jeff Schultz.
I'm sure when you're on the bench or you're on the court, you're seeing what's happening. I'm sure you're being told by coaches what's happening. Are you just, when you're out there, are you just feeling sort of a step slow in terms of getting to the inside?
I think is a mental thing that you just got to do it. I mean, we knew that they were going to be aggressive. We knew that they were going to be intense. They're playing at home. And so we just got to do a better job with that intensity and the energy. We just didn't bring it at the beginning of the game. We had played pretty good 3 quarters, but the first quarter was tough.
Back to Chris.
Obviously, you guys have been counted out many times this season. It's 3-2 right now. Does it at least give you a little bit of confidence that you have been in this position before and won?
Yeah, we have a lot of confidence. That's something that we had since the beginning of the season. Like you said, we've been here before. We're in the Eastern Conference Finals, and so we have a lot of basketball to play. And so, of course, the next game is we need to get the next one, and we will. So we'll be ready for the next one.
On to Zoom.
Davide.
Joe Danilo, obviously things didn't go your way, but what do you think made the difference apart from the first quarter?
They, like I said before, they had a better rhythm in the game, offensively, defensively. They had more energy and more intensity than us throughout the whole game. Especially, going, attacking the board and dominating the board. But I thought that they played a very good, team ball and team basketball. And like I said, with the intensity that we did not match.
Leonardo Torres.
Hi, Galo. It's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Hope you're well. Galo, despite the loss, what positives you can take away from this loss, thinking about the Game 6 in Atlanta?
I think that this was a tough game. So yes, we did a couple of good things, but we still lost the game. And so We know what we need to do to win games. We know that we need to be aggressive and intense for 48 minutes, especially against a very good team like them. So we know what the recipe is. We just got to do it for 48 minutes. We cannot have ups and downs during the game.
Thank you, Gallo.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Gallo.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Gallo.
I mean, like Coach said at the beginning of the game, they punch us in the face right away, you know, and we couldn't find the rhythm and we couldn't find the way to stop them, you know, later on. And you know, it's hard to chase the 20-point lead the whole game. You know, it takes a lot of energy, but it's a one game, you know, we've been here before, and on to the next one.
Chris?
What were the specific reasons for why you think you guys came out flat in that first quarter?
I don't know right now, really. Maybe a couple turnovers, couple, you know, defensive plays, a couple box outs as well. And they got like, in the first quarter, they got like 26, 28 points in the paint out of 34 or something like that. And, you know, they got their rhythm. It's harder to stop later on.
Tim?
Bogey, you mentioned the number of points in the paint. I think they had 28 in the first quarter, 44 in the first half. You guys were so good in that area in game 4. And Brook Lopez in particular was able to kind of get to the rim at will. What did they do differently to get him going the way they did tonight?
I mean, probably they, you know, when they saw that Giannis wasn't playing, you know, they had to find other guys, you know, but we have to do a better job, you know, in these adjustments. These adjustments are live, you know, and we expect them, you know, we talked about it. We expect them to be more aggressive, especially with Brook, you know, and you know, the game is over right now, so nothing else.
And I know you didn't want to talk much about your personal performance after game 4, but you had another strong game today. Are you feeling better as the series goes along?
It's same, you know. Yeah, you know my answer. It's same.
I figured I'd try.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Chris Kirschner?
You guys were obviously down 3-2 in the last series and ended up winning. Does it at least give you a little bit of confidence that, you know, it can be done again?
I feel like, you know, no one in the locker room lost the confidence, you know, even tonight after a bad start, even after the game. But, you know, it's different series, obviously. And we're going to keep believing it.
Okay, we'll take questions via Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Simmons.
Good evening, Bogey. Another good game by yourself, but I know it's about a team and not just an individual performance. It seemed that you guys are still having some problems with stretches where you can't make shots. At one point, you guys were 1 for 13 in the first half. Is it a problem with the defense by the Bucks, or just not being able to execute the open shots?
I think in playoffs is, you know, about a live adjustments, in-game adjustments, you know, and gaining momentum. Tonight we couldn't find a way to stop them, you know, and they punished us. We have too many turnovers, you know, when you check the turnovers, I think 14, 15, something like that. They had only 8, and but you know, this game is over, so we have to think about adjustments for next game. You know, we know what they're going to do now.
Zach Klein.
Bogey, Coach said you guys got punched in the face. They were more physical in the paint. Do you feel you guys are playing soft, and do you guys have the ability within to punch back?
No, I mean, we didn't play soft, but, you know, couple turnovers, couple offensive rebounds leads to that, you know. And they were, they gained momentum in the beginning, early in the game, and we did that couple turnovers and couple rebounds. You gain the lead, and it's easier. It's much easier to play. But we can definitely play harder than this.
How do you think the team will respond Saturday?
I mean, I know we are fearless and we are tough, so I know they respond.
Davide.
Hey, Bogey, did you guys were surprised by the way the Bucks played without Giannis?
No, we know they're great players and they're elite players. They have also other guys around Giannis. They knew they have to step up. Now it's our turn.
3 more. First from James Hill.
Hey, Bogey, the next game, you guys get an opportunity to go home and play in front of your fans. Can you just talk about moving forward and again, competing and getting looking for a victory?
Yeah, I mean, you said everything, man. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, man, for sure. And we are excited, to play at home. And it's not gonna be hopefully the last time playing in front of our home crowd. It's all about the next game.
Maria.
Hi, Bogey. Looking at the bright side, what are the takeaways from this game that could help you and your team stepping up and get ready for that game 6 back at home?
So 3 things: we have to start better, executions offensively and game plan and defense. And obviously turnovers, control the game better, control the ball, and offensive rebounds and points in the paint. That's kind of same.
Final question from Leonardo.
Hi, Boogie. It's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Hope you're well. Boogie, what do you think should be the main adjustments on defense for Game 6 in order to win this game?
Better one-on-one defense, better rotations defensively, and box out these things.
Thank you, Bogey. That was our final question.
Thank you.
What went wrong in that first quarter for you guys?
Oh man, I really feel like we just got hit first, honestly. We whatever you want to say, we weren't, ready to play at that level, or just not ready to go. And I feel like they just hit us first, and it's hard to play, from behind against a playoff team away. Missing a couple guys, missing one of our guys too as well. So, no excuses. We definitely have to come out and play better. I feel like we still could have won that game, but I feel like the biggest difference is letting them get out early and hard to play from behind.
You said you felt like the team wasn't ready to play at that kind of level. What would the reason be for why you feel that way?
I mean, there's no specific reason. It's just basketball. Everybody, it's up and down game. You can't really predict what's going to happen. Not to say that we, didn't prepare to be, to come out and play away. Some nights, like I said, no excuses on why, but some nights, it just wasn't there, and they capitalized off of it. And we tried and we played hard to come back in the rest of the game. But as I said before, we get that lead, it's just hard to fight back against a good team.
Sarah. Hey, John. Giving up 66 points in the paint tonight, that was an area y'all had done better at last game. Just kind of what was the biggest difference, or just kind of the hardest part out there tonight when it came to the paint?
I mean, it's just different, game plan. Obviously, trying to defend Giannis, and now it's more of a team effort to get into the paint on their end. So, I feel like just a different attack from them. And as we said, that first quarter was really tough for us, and it gave them a little confidence. And you can't let anybody get confidence and feel good.
In particular, John, what did they do to get Lopez going the way that they did?
Man, I'm not too sure specifically what they did. They probably have a couple actions for him or whatever the case may be. But he's a great player in his own right, and he had one of those nights tonight, and he stepped up.
Sarah.
How good has it been to see shots falling for Bogey after he had kind of struggled for a few games with his knee stuff? I know he's still not 100%, but the last 2 games, he's definitely kind of looked like his old self, it seems.
No, when Bogey hits shots, it's a game changer. Just flat out. We love having him on the court. Obviously when he's making shots as well. But he's a sniper, man, and he helps us out a lot.
Jeff. John, when you see that they're keep feeding, Brook inside and Brook's just going at the basket, and you're seeing it over and over again, and your coaches, I'm sure, saying, we got to do something here, you got to be more physical. Is there just something inside where you guys feel a step slow? Is it mental? I'm just curious. What's going on?
It's, as I said, a new game plan for us in terms of, I'm just trying to just defend them, but there's other guys on that court who can, score and make plays as well. So not to say that Brook was an afterthought, but, we were trying to guard, an entire team here. And, Brook just got going. Everybody's obviously, angry or, competitive in the state that we want to stop him. But, there's a whole game going out there, outside of Brook as well. But, you just try to figure it out, and tonight, he got the hot hand as well. So there's not too many things we can say besides just going back and watching film and just trying to develop a new game plan on our end.
Let's go to Zach Klein via Zoom.
John, there's no doubt during the regular season that teams come out flat or get pushed around a little bit. You just don't think it happens in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Any idea with the lack of energy and why they were able to push you guys around?
No, I don't know why we came out flat, but we did, and it hurt us tonight. As I said, NBA, sometimes stuff happens. Excuse me.
You think it's anything psychologically? You think, hey, they don't have Giannis. We played well without him on the floor last time. We're good.
I don't really care what they're, sorry, Z, I don't really give a damn what they were thinking about or their mentality. We got to do a better job on our end. Although we didn't have one of our dudes, our main guys, we just got to do better. And that's the bottom line.
McLean Baxley.
Obviously throughout the season, really, since you've been with the Hawks, the media and fans and other teams have doubted you. And now for the first time this playoffs, you're down in a series. How does that experience, fighting back and,
Excuse you.
Okay. How does your preparation change, going down, going home?
It's night and day. I get to sleep in my own bed. I get to come into my own arena and greet, people inside and hear the fans cheer. It's really just night and day. It's nothing like being home and trying to feed off the energy.
Brandon Harper.
Yeah, John, we know this team is at its best when they're moving the ball fluidly and the ball is, touching everyone's hands, and which leads to great shots. And we saw that in Game 4. But tonight, specifically in the first half, it seems like there was a lot of dribble, taking the air out of the ball, and then there was a shot. Do you think there's a reason for why we didn't see as great a ball movement tonight as we did in Game 4?
It's the same reason as to why we were moving the ball in the previous game. There is no real reason per se. You know what I mean? It's just the game of basketball. Sometimes, we're just not in the right rhythm to, do the things that we want to do at times. And that's just on us to be more locked in and more focused. But, obviously we understand that we're a better team when we're moving the ball. So we just got to try to do that, do a better job of that, starting out the game.
Final question will come from Edwin Powell.
John, Bobby Portis had a pretty good game tonight. What type of different dynamic does he give you outside of, as opposed from Giannis?
Yeah, I mean, Bobby's just a very skilled guy, great player in his own right. And he had a, great game today. I feel like more than anything, just his intensity, his passion for the game. He plays the game hard. So I feel like that gives the team spark and energy. So.